Hey chat. Hello. Oh. Yep. Forgot to turn off the sound there. How are yous? We are back today with another coding stream. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is gonna be a very long one. We're gonna go through the GUI one, the GUI lesson, which is split up into two lessons, but the second one uses a library. Depending on the library, we may skip that, but also it's a video of half an hour, so we'll see. We might just do the first one and then call it there, potentially. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so menus today, and we'll see how far we get. I think that's all for my intro. Yeah, let's just dive into it. I'm very interested in menus because I assume this is also where you learn how players can like pick kits and those kinds of things. I've been thinking on how you would do that. Like, as in the behind the scenes stuff, like you'd probably... I don't know. I can make assumptions or we can just watch. I feel like the second thing is way more useful. So let's dive into that.
Menu systems, and I decided to split this episode into two episodes. Today I am just going to be using the vanilla Spigot or Paper API, and in the next one I'm going to actually show you a library that I like to use to create a very advanced menu systems. So how do you actually create a menu in Minecraft? Let's jump right into it. First of all, as I always say, please make sure that you have your Java skills on point and also the basics of Bukkit. The basics of Bukkit you can actually learn by following this tutorial series. However, Java, it gets a bit tricky. Typically, I see people flip this over. If they just rely on the free stuff online, it gets pretty disorganized, outdated, and unsupported. That's why I really invite you to check the link in the description for the Project Orient training, which contains a full Java course if you've never coded anything before and you want to understand what public, class, implements, and all these weird things right here, if, and the brackets and the exclamation mark means. Go check that out. Not only it contains Java, but it also contains a full-length 7-week Minecraft coding tutorial, how to build minigames, custom entities, advanced menu systems. It's basically this entire YouTube tutorial times 200, right? Plus it has me twice per week on something called live coaching calls where I can jump on and answer your questions live, including you can share your screen and everything. Now, having said that, before we get started, please make sure to have followed the video in this series about commands, because I'm going to be assuming a lot of things already, and these tutorial series, they build upon each other. So I have already pre-created a command. You can see my GitHub right here. By the way, the link to the source code is in the description in the blog post below, so you can check that out as well. So here's a GUI command. It's a very simple command. Let me actually show this in IntelliJ because it's a bit bigger, better to read. So make sure you have that. If you are familiar with this training and you watched the command videos, this is as easy as going into the...
We may want to... No, let's just watch the video first and then we start copying things, actually. Yeah, let's do that.
Command that we've created, duplicating it, and then all we do is we do a simple little check against the running from the console, right? So that's it. And then I simply get the player. So that's one thing that you're supposed to have. The other one is a simple listener. We explained what listeners and events are. We have a dedicated video just for that. If you need to refresh your knowledge, head over there and head over to your IntelliJ and also implement basic listener, listening to click event and close event. Leave this on empty because I'm going to be teaching you what to put inside there in just a minute. And then make sure to register the command in our plugin. Where's that? Plugin YAML folder file, which is this one. I just typed in GUI, very simple command, and make sure to head over to the main class of your plugin and then set the executor to the command class, as well as register listeners to the GUI listener class. Having that out of the way, let's jump into the coding stuff. So the way we actually create an inventory is you're going to open up in Bukkit and then type in create inventory right here. Now, this takes in an inventory holder and a size. I'm not going to be dealing with these other types because you can just explore them yourself. And I'm just going to be dealing with the very basic ones, such as the chest inventory. So the inventory holder is going to be the player. And then there's going to be the size of the inventory, which has to be a multiplier of 9. Basically, that means if I join and open up a chest on my testing server, this is how it's going to look like. So you can basically just have inventories of different chest sizes. The smallest one just contains 1 row. So that's 9. 9 times 2, it's 18. That means it's going to have 2 rows. If you want inventory of the same size, which you can see on the screen, just type in 9 times 3. And I think the biggest one you can do is 9 times 7. However, this is going to glitch out because it can't be properly rendered. So actually the maximum, I think, is 9 times 6 or 9 times 7. You can try it yourself. I always...
Yeah, 9 times 6 would make sense because of double chest. It should know how to render that.
Forget that. All right, that's that. I do also think you can set the title of the inventory. However, I do think that we had the opportunity to set the title inside the create method. Where is that? Create inventory, size, and then the string title. Yeah, it is deprecated, but I do not expect you guys to know how to use these components because Paper introduced components in a couple of versions ago. I can cover components in a separate video. For now, I'm just going to be using strings. So let me type in preferences menu. I can also use chat colors. Let me put in, say, dark blue. So preferences menu. That's right. And then what you can do, you can either set the contents of the inventory by putting the array of item stacks, or you can set the items at different indexes. Now, what is an index? So basically, if I put a chest here, this index is 0, right? This index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically 0 to 8 is the first row. If you want to do this, you can do something like this, 0 and then the item stack, or if you want to do the set content, then the array basically has to be of the size of the entire inventory, which you can get easily by calling get size. I'm just going to do the simplest thing, set item. Okay, set item. So I want to do the item, say, right here, and right here. So given that one is 0, and that one is 8, 9, 10, 11, that has to be. And then the other one is going to be 13 and 15. Great, we have now edited this according to some basic options.
Get diamond button, clear inventory button, get clear weather button.
I just want to show you guys how to give yourself a diamond, clear your inventory, and maybe clear the weather. These options are completely up to you. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to create very advanced inventories, including pages, paginations, and containers, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. If you need to refresh your memory on how to create custom items, we actually have a previous video covering this. So I'm just going to take a pause. I'm going to implement basically...
Sorry, chat. My mind started thinking about potential, like, uses, because of course it does. And I was specifically thinking about Winterland SMP. Because I was thinking on, like, what plugins what are we using, and are they, like, the way we want them to work, or... You know, do we need to change anything from there? My mind immediately skipped to some sort of... What's it called? Like a TP kind of thing, which I don't know why. We don't need TPs. There's plenty of TP stuff out there. But yeah, sorry. Trying to get my mind back on track. Alright.
Just some custom lores and custom titles for these menu items. Okay, that's it. Not much to do. Bukkit is a bit verbose. It means you have to code a lot. That's why I'm going to teach you the library next time, because you...
Okay, wait, what? Get diamond button. Okay, we have a inventory of up to 6, and preferences menu. Item stack get diamond button is new item stack material diamond. Item meta diamond meta. Get diamond button dot get item meta. Diamond meta. So that's the item stack dot get item meta. Then we're gonna set that meta to aqua get diamond. Get diamonds button. Set item meta. That makes sense, okay.
You would literally be able to cut this entire thing right here, actually this entire thing right here into just maybe four.
And then we add them. So this is just a visual thing. So we're making it a diamond that says get diamond and aqua. We're making it a lava bucket that says clear inventory in red. Okay.
4 or 5 lines of code. I'm not joking. So this is how to create the basic inventory. Now what we have to do, we need to simply open it. So call player.open inventory. Now, what I do also recommend, there's a couple of ways how people sort of store the inventory. Some people just like to store it by name, and then they go into their listeners, and then they compare if the inventory that's been clicked contains that name. That is good enough, but the conflict might be that if multiple plugins use the same name, obviously that never practically happens. But there is actually a better way, and I do recommend just setting the metadata opened menu to the player. I covered metadata, I think, in the very second video. So we can just create a new fixed metadata, CowCanoon, get instance, and then we can do the inventory right here, just like that, right? Or we can simply put the fixed metadata as, say, preferences menu, and this is unique because it is tied to your own plugin, right? And here we can simply check, so player, get player. I think you have to cast it to the player because it returns something called human entity, which is barely used these days, so you can just cast it to a player pretty much each time. And if player has metadata opened menu, will simply remove the metadata, so we can clean it, right? And here, I'm just gonna get the player again, and then if player, say, has metadata, I can simply cancel the clicks. Now you can even go as far as going into
one click and on close
to the player get metadata opened menu, and then get the first index, right? And this is going to be a string, so a string. And then you can say if it equals to preferences menu, if you just want to make sure that the specific menu is being used, right? However, for this video, for this demo, I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in preventing players from sort of clicking and stealing items away from the menu. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to even let players do that and how to implement more advanced features there. But this is a good start. So, however, you know, if this happens, we can simply get the clicked item and perform actions, and I'll just let the AI do the job. Hopefully it can. All right, great. Well, this is what the AI said. The AI is very smart because it relies on the slot numbers. That means if you have multiple diamonds at different slots, it is not going to conflict. So if I click the slot 11, right, I'm just going to add the item which doesn't exist. So we have to create a new item stack to our inventory, and then we can actually close the inventory. I leave that up to you if you want to do that, right? And then if the slot is the middle slot, I'm just going to clear my own inventory. And if the slot is 15, I'll just disable Storm and Thunder in the player's world. If you want to disable Storm and Thunder in every world, we can simply iterate through world, bucket, get worlds. Just like that, right? And then world.setStorm. So I'll leave that up to you. That is it, guys.
So this is where the actual effect of the menu takes place.
That is how to create a very basic command, a very basic inventory. Obviously, that is very primitive. I'm going to show you how that works in the game, but if you really want to take full advantage of menu systems, head over to the next video right after this one, where I'm going to show you more tricks. Okay guys, welcome to the preferences menu. I just typed in /GUI. As you can see, the menu is a bit big, because I completely forgot the fact that I instructed you to set the size to 6. Let me just do it for 3 and see what happens. There we go. Now it looks pretty good. So preferences menu, if I click get diamond, I am given a diamond, right? If I click clear inventory, I'm taking away the diamond and hopefully everything else. And then if I click clear weather, hopefully I can do that. Toggle down, fail. Now, weather. There we go. Weather, rain. Yeah, now it's raining, and if I go here and I click clear weather, it says set the weather to... No, that's my command. There we go. Now it disabled the weather. So that's how it works. Very basic and primitive way. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if
that is very easy. That is very simple. Okay. I think most often this is all you need, right? Okay, so let's go back. GUI command. So let's... butterfly command. It works. Let's duplicate that one. Copy and paste. And then we make it GUI command. Okay. You guys can't see that because it's too big. My apologies. I will make it smaller. There we go. Alright, so we have GUI command command executor, yep. Override boolean on command, implements seems to be right. It's pretty much just... No, that one, thank you. That's it. So it's just... Wait, what else is that?
That's why I really invite you to check the link in the description for the Project Orient training, which contains a full Java course if you've never coded anything before and you want to understand what public followed things. So you can check that out as well. So again, you watched the command.
That does nothing. Like, I'm casting the play or the sender to be a player, but it does nothing.
Videos. This is as easy as going into the other command that we've created, duplicating it, and then all we do is we do a simple little check against the running from the console, right? So that's it, and then I simply get the player. So that's one thing.
Why are we getting the player? We're not storing that. We're not storing it, and we're not using it. Right, because there's no return, and we're not using player. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it'll spot error later. Then we know why.
The other one is a simple listener. We explained what listeners and events are. We have a dedicated with IntelliJ and also...
Okay, and this is the GUI listener. Do that one. Copy. Paste. GUI listener. Okay. What do I want? I want on click and on close. Okay. We have public void. I'm gonna move this one over to the side. I'm not gonna move this one over to the side. Cool. on click. And then it was inventory click event, inventory click event on. I shouldn't call that the same thing. You just call it event. That works for me. And we have the on close, so that is. Why does that not work? And that is on close with the same thing. Yup. All right.
Implement basically register the command. This one I just typed in G1.
Okay. We also need. That is very true. I would forget that. We also need to add it over here. So that is GUI command. What do we need? Description. Oh, okay. Option. And then we have usage slash GUI command. And that's all. We don't have aliases. And we have permissions. Permission. Which is example project dot command dot use, I think, because it's the same thing. And then we put that hook. And then we put this over here. Oh. I thought you were two spaces. And you... You should not be. Right? Yeah. You should not be like that. And then use is... Yeah, should be good.
Very simple command, and make sure to head over to the main class of your plugin and then set the execute.
And then to the main class set get command get command of GUI command. Go away. Dot set executor new. Oh, I don't need words. Haven't named that yet, but I do call it a GUI command. Yes. New GUI command. We don't have that yet, so I would like for you to make this. You won't. That's okay. GUI command. Of course you're not making it because I made a spelling error there. Okay. There we go. Nice.
Go to the command class as well as register listeners to.
Oh, we need a listener for that because we don't have that yet, I don't think. Okay, so that's pretty much this. But then it's not an entity listener, it's an event listener, right? Oh, with an O. An event listener. Oh, no, it's my own. It's my own. It's a new thingy. GUI. Listener. no. Okay. No, I get it. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I think. Yeah, I mean, yes, but leave me be, please.
To the GUI listener class. Having that out of the way, let's jump into the coding stuff. So, the way we actually create an inventory.
Oh, calm down, you. We have public class implements command executor. Implements command executor. You're not happy with that. Fine, don't be happy with that. We override on command. That works perfectly. Okay, and then we have the thingy. Oh. Oh, I don't mean this. You can go away. Yes, please. Because I have that one already. I'll put that at the end. There we go. Now I'm confused. Doesn't matter.
Versions ago, I can cover components in a separate video for now.
Oh, great. We were on that. So we... That is why we do the player thing, because we weren't done here yet. So that's player... No, player is we cost to player the sender. And then inventory, we make a new inventory. Yep, I'm not gonna say the whole thing. Is a bucket create inventory of player, and then the size, which is gonna be 9 times 3, and then the name, which is gonna be an option.
I'm just going to be using string. So let me type in preferences menu. I can also use chat colors. Let me put in, say, dark blue. So preferences menu. That's right. And then what you can...
Honestly, yes, let's do that. Title, chat, color. No? Oh, that's the thing. Chat, color. I know, but I don't have any. Oh. Chat color. Dark. And then we do that. Okay, so now I have my inventory, and we were gonna set...
You can either set the contents of the inventory by putting
set item. So that's in dot set item, and we want it number 11. And that is gonna be on the item stack.
Item stacks, or you can set the...
Hello. Hi, I'm new to this channel. Hi, I'm new to this channel, I guess. How is you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, right? What's up? We are learning how to make GUI menus today. I've been learning how to make plugins. You been busy? I hope a good kind of busy. Busy's not always bad. Busy can be good. Not busy can be boring. Can you guys hear the ambient sounds, or because I put it really quiet for me. It's not supposed to be extremely quiet for you guys, but it might be a little. I'll up it a little bit. There we go. Alright, so how do I make a new
items at different indexes? Now, what is an index? So basically, if I put a chest here, this index is 0, right? This
we already did that. Can't remember the last time we drove by. I think it was like once or twice. Yeah. How can I not remember you with a name like that, you know? I don't remember when you dropped by, you know, that is true. I don't remember what we were doing when you dropped by. I mean, biggest chances that we were playing Minecraft, but I kind of want to say that was not it. I don't think you were here when we were playing Minecraft last time. You might have come in on a raid. That could be it. Maybe that was it. Yeah, wait, I can check. Wait, why am I being dumb? But I can check your messages. You've been here twice in February. Oh, you're coming from Minty. I see. Welcome back. Oh, that is pretty cool. So I can see your I can see shared chat messages. So the first time you talked on this channel, quote unquote, was via a shared chat with Mint. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I like that. That's really cool. Wait, but by that definition, I can check users, right? Yes, I can. Never say sorry. See, by that definition, I have 6 messages from Antfrost. Nice. I'll take it. That works for me. Yeah, no, and you never have to say sorry. Like, life happens. I'm very happy to see you now again. Very happy you decided to stop by after all that time. So, yeah. All right. Let's let's see how I actually set the item to be a diamond. He made it, right? I think.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
right.
8.
I want to skip through that because we had seen that. No, I don't care.
Has to
tell me how to do the thing. Okay. Because you first. Let's skip to the big here. This one. So I am gonna make an item stack. I am doing things I shouldn't be doing. Okay, no, we do need this one. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. How did you wait? Oh, because auto mod is quicker than stream elements. Okay, no, that makes sense. I would like to... Thank you. Yes. And now we want you to have the volume back.
Advanced.
Great. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is where we were indeed. So we have item stack get diamond button. Item stack get... Why is it get? Oh, it's because you get a diamond. It's not a Java get. I'm gonna make it a get a diamond button because otherwise I'm gonna be confused. And then that's is new item stack of a diamond. Not a diamond. Material. Material dot diamond. No. Diamond. There we go. Okay. And then we have item meta. Meta, which is diamond. No, get a diamond meta. Because I like things to, you know, if they belong together, they have this a similar way of phrasing. Which is get a diamond button dot get item meta? Yes, yes it is. Then we're gonna set the meta. Yep. Get a diamond meta dot set display name, which is deprecated. Great. Let's set. What else would it be then? Set. This is not cool. That's it. Now, this is one of the things that I don't like about coding and something someone else has created. Because they can just change things. And then I'm lost because I don't know what I don't know how to work around it. So I guess we're using it for now, but man. And then you use chat color aqua. And oh, it's a plus. I can type. Get a diamond. Okay. And then we do get a diamond button. That should actually be a capital B, because it's starting to annoy me. I know, I'm on it. Diamond button. And a diamond button. And then we do set item meta to the new meta dot set item meta. Do I have any options? No, I don't have any options. Set item meta to get a diamond meta. And then we do this and we do get a diamond meta. Button. Get a diamond button. Right? I think that was how it worked. Do we, shall we test that out? See if that works already. Maybe. What is this? Meanwhile, I will show you guys Minecraft. There we go. Minecraft starting up. We're using deprecated APIs. I know, I'm sorry. Preparing spawn. Okay, we're almost there. Meaning I can log on. Oh, I forgot about that. We're an idiot, chat. Well, so now it is GUI command. It's not doing anything, and it's not giving me anything. Do I need any of this? Don't think so. Okay, why does that not work? It doesn't work because in plugins we have GUI command. This one works because we can call it. Then we don't have this yet. That would work, I guess. That makes sense if we would want that there, I guess, a little bit. Whoopsie. Okay.
Okay. Really better way.
Oh, right. Maybe opening also makes sense. Darn it. Player dot open inventory of the inventory. And then...
And I do recommend just setting the metadata.
Alright, you want me to... Okay. Player dot set metadata. Which we call opened menu. And then new fixed metadata value. New fixed metadata value of you say cow cannon because that is your... Okay, so for me that's example project dot get instance, and then what do we call that?
Inventory.
And then inventory, which is in for us.
Right here, just like that, right? Or we can simply put the fixed metadata as spec. So player.
Okay, and then we are back at the listener, where on close we're gonna say player. If you don't mind me asking, what is it you're trying to do? Okay, for this one we are trying to have a menu pop up with options that if you click them something happens in game, and if something happens in game for the options that are like tutor, I guess we're gonna call them, gives us like the diamond one. If you click it you get a diamond. So that is nothing too special. It's more about the GUI itself, being able to open up a menu, interact with it, and have it affect the game somehow. That is kind of what we're trying to do right now. In this part, this is creating the menu. Well, I guess this is sort of creating the menu. This should be showing the menu upon use of the command, hence the on command. And then this was to prevent certain, like, I think this was, for example, for glitching the items into your inventory, that kind of stuff.
Get player. I think you have have to cast it to the player because it returns
that makes
a human
sense.
entity, which is barely used these days, so you can
We
just cast it
so
to the
that's
player
player.
for each time. And if player has metadata opened menu, will simply remove the metadata. So we can clean it, right? And here, I'm just gonna get...
Okay, calm down. Player, which is event.get... What was it? Get who clicked? No, just get player. Which she doesn't like. Inventory click event. Inventory close event. Ah, I see. It's a close event. And then it has get player. Okay. So we want that, and then if you already have it open, if player dot get metadata is opened menu. Because that is what we called it over here, right? This one. Yeah. Then we remove the metadata. Player.remove metadata of that open menu and get... Oh, right, yeah. Example project get instance. Player has metadata. Okay, so when you close the menu, we also say that you no longer have the menu opened. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then on click, what do we do here?
The player again. And then if player, say, has metadata, I can simply cancel the clicks. Now you can even go as far as going into the player get metadata opened menu and then get the first index, right? And this is going to be...
Oh yeah, but I don't care about that. Player, and now it's event.get who clicked. Event.get who clicked. I don't need that. I need to... Ooh. That's what I need. And then we check if player has metadata of... Oh, you already had that. Open... Yeah. Opened menu. Then... Event.set cancelled is true. Okay, so... Oh, right, I need to cast it. Okay, so now if I click, I don't click. I get that. We no longer need this one. So... But this still doesn't do anything. Well, it should open up the menu. And I should be able to close the menu. But clicking the diamond doesn't do anything yet. Because that is added.
Let players do that and how to implement more advanced features there. But this is a good start. So, however, you know, if this happens, we can simply get the clicked item and perform actions, and I'll just let the AI do the job. Hopefully it can. Alright, great. Well, this...
GUI listener. Okay, so then if you can't click... Ah, but... Okay, so that happens in here. If event dot get slot, get slot, and if that one is slot 11, then player dot send message of you received a diamond. Cool. Then we're gonna... Okay, how does that work? Player dot get inventory dot add item. What does the get diamond do? Get instance dot get diamond.
This is what the AI said. The AI is multiple diamonds.
Where is get diamond? Oh.
Stack to our...
Okay, no, that makes more sense. Add item... New item stack. New item stack. Material. Diamond. Can I also do multiple of these? How does that work? Can you give me more information, please? Is that that one? No. I would like you to give me... I know there is a way to, like... He does that too, right? Like, he
inventory,
sometimes...
And then we can actually close the inventory.
He sometimes opens the documentation. I don't know how to find the documentation. But that's okay. And then we do player.close inventory. And then on close this happens. Should happen. Let's try. Let us try. Yeah, I don't really know how you would... Test? No, I want the documentation. I'll figure that out at some point. Oh. Obsolete since 1.21. Cool. Great. Never mind then. I also didn't mean to click that. We are gonna go back into Minecraft. We're gonna see. Okay. I'm gonna do that again. We now have... Okay, that is cool. You received a diamond. That's all it is. That's it. And then now, upon clicking, like, I can click again, so that's great. Okay, what happens if I... Okay, that's great. What happens if I do that? I'm not getting anything. It also doesn't drop though, which I think is good. I would like it if it could like check if it indeed gave me the diamond. What I could of course do is and number of diamonds is player dot get inventory dot get inventory type. No. Can I not check if there is a specific item in my inventory? Like, that one is just to see what is in a specific slot. So that gives me back an item stack. I think I would like a boolean back, right? Well, I think I would like an integer back. Get size, what does that do? Down documentation, sure. Uh-oh. Maybe I should not have done that. Okay, I want... returns the size of the inventory. So that's not it. I don't want the size. I want the contents. What I of course could do is instead make this a get contents. What do you return? You return an array of item stacks. So this is an item stack array of inventory content. And then for each it is 0 as long as I is smaller than env contents dot length. We do I plus plus. Yeah, and I. My apologies. And then we check if that is in contents of I. Is that a get? Get item meta? If get item meta equals Material diamond. Then it's not happy with that. Because it's item meta. Okay, what else have we got? You have to lurk. Thank you for showing up and have a really good lurk. Oh, get type. Get type is material. Then I'm gonna do and it doesn't matter. And number of diamonds. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Diamond amount. Bum bum. Ninusha. What is that? What is Amisha? She's so tired. She's so ippy. Come on, let's go. She's so ippy. She always ippy. Nee. Nee, we gaan niet blaffen. Goed zo. Goed, meid. Can I get the amount of diamonds? So now it's not get amount. Holy crow. Okay, and now no. Because what if I have multiple stacks? So it is, we set this to 0 and then we do diamond amount equals well, can I do pluses? Oh, I did a thing. And contents. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. That's the point. Okay, great. This is gonna go to the end. You now have plus new diamond amount plus diamonds. Okay, and then we do that again. After... Well, no, because you're gonna do everything. After diamond amount is new diamond amount. And then we're gonna do this one. Will be right here. And that is a new diamond amount. Okay, so I'm gonna... Do we really need this? No. But I want to see if I can. So I have a checking variable which is set to 0. Then I'm gonna count how many diamonds are in my inventory, which I do by getting the contents of my inventory, looping through it. For every instance of diamonds I found, I add the amount of diamonds I find to that 0. Then I add a diamond. Then I check again. I do the exact same thing. Then I close inventory. And then I'm gonna say, if new diamond amount is bigger than diamond amount, you have been given a diamond and now have so many diamonds. Otherwise it's an else. And that else is gonna contain... Whoop. Your inventory was full. No diamonds have been given. Okay, let's try that. You guys could not see that. Whoops. Okay, so what was added? This part. I think that's the only thing you couldn't see. Alright, spawn is being created. Let's go. Okay, let's try that again. It doesn't work. Okay, why not? Okay, let's put in a test. Come here. Let's see if it can get there. What is it? Heck news. Okay. Okay, that doesn't work. Why does that not work? What is wrong with this section? Why is the 4 highlighted? For loop can be replaced with enhanced 4. That does not make sense. Look what you mean with that. Nice. Yeah, I have the player. If the event slot is 11, which it still is. Can I get rid of this? Yes, I can. Get type materials diamonds. There are no errors. Why can we not get here? Can we get on to the start? Finish it. Oh. Can we still do that? Do we like... What if you made an arrow that bounced off the walls? Ooh, that could be interesting. Not really sure how you'd go about that. Okay, so that works. So we're just kind of stuck in the for loop is the issue. Why are we stuck in the for loop? What happens if I put it... Okay. Gonna do something that could be very, very stupid. It'll be fine. I can always stop the server from in here. What you doing? I am making a GUI where if you click the diamond you get a diamond, and it was working up until I wanted to check, like, what if your inventory is completely full and it cannot give you a diamond? Like, I wanted to put in...
Nightel just shared 1,000 bits. Coding the Matrix.
Coding the Matrix. As in the simulation, or as in, you know, all the numbers on the screen? Thank you for the bits. I was checking if it actually like gave me a diamond, and now it's stuck. So I may have made a broken for loop. We're gonna check that right now, because if this keeps going, we're stuck in the for loop. It doesn't. It only plays once. Yeah, you see no new diamonds, that is true. It does give me this though, so it gets into the loop once. And then doesn't do that. Why not? Player.get in. I am not doing anything. I'm just getting the inventory here. So do I... No, I don't. What is calling the loop? Well, I'm trying to loop through the player's inventory. So I'm first getting the contents of the inventory, which outputs an item stack. Yeah, which outputs an item stack. It says right there. Returns all item stacks from the inventory. I put that in an item stack array. Let's see if I can hold it there. And let's see if I can see what's in my item stack. Looks like... Well, this is just, you know, well, the price you pay for trying to be fancy, because I wanted to check whether the item was actually added or not. You know, it worked just fine without me checking that. Okay, I'm running it. I'm clicking it. Can I now see... I don't know how this works. I don't know IntelliJ at all. I would like to see the contents of this, please. That is why we made a breakpoint. 15 folded frames with internal line. No. I would like you to show me, maybe. Hello? Burp. No. Customize. No, we don't need that. Yeah, you are a breakpoint. So why are you not showing? Oh, can I show successful steps? That works for me, maybe. No, it doesn't. What else do I have? Build, run, services, terminal, problems, auto build, version control. No. Zip. I will. That's a good point, actually. See, a lot of these programs usually have some sort of view. No. Where you can see all of the current variables. Notifications. What is that? AI chat. Ew. No, thank you. What have we got? I want view. No tools? No. Google. Google, do you know? IntelliJ. So variables on breakpoint. Add show the variables tab. Yes, please. What? Where are you? What is doing that? We have no. Where is this? Debug. I just have a run. I don't have debug. Probably should click debug then, shouldn't I? That might help. Threats and variables. Ha! I see. Okay, yeah, that's fair. What do I want to see? It's gonna show me everything. You're a confuzzle too. Well, I now am starting up the debug state. That should help. Thank you. We need all the luck we can get. Have a good lurk. All right. Preparing world. Let's dive into it then. Okay. GUI command. Clicking it. Okay. You guys can't see this, right? No, you can't. How am I gonna go about that? I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm gonna put that right here. And now you guys can watch along. Okay. Even niet meisje. Even. This is not filled. Diamond around the 0, which makes sense. Okay, can we move to the next one? Okay. All elements are null. So that makes sense. So then it does that once. Nee. Nee. Stoppen. Wat is het dan toch, meis? Kijk neus. Nee, we gaan dadelijk naar Ongar. Nog even wachten. Kom op de stoel. Nee? Oké. Oh my gosh. Wait. Line 43. It also does that here. I guess that's just a way of, like, identifying. But all elements are no. Which means I'm now getting the type of something that is no. So... Okay, so maybe I should just move this up one and then check if contents dot. Do I have an is no? No. Not no. That works for me. If it is not no, then we are checking this. And we are checking this. And we are giving a diamond, so if inventory is a null after that, we should be fine. Let's try it again. Oh no. It's 3:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday. Well, yeah, on a Thursday. Why are we shooting fireworks? What is happening? Anyway, let's see if that works. Sorry, contents is no. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What did I do? Oh. Oh, my apologies. Yeah. Yeah, that was me being dumb, wasn't it? Yeah, that was me being really dumb. Can I just start back up, or you're in a... Okay, okay. Whoops, let's just get rid of that one, shall we? Alright, I'm a bit early. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. What do we have? Nothing. Still not working. What happens if I put anything in my inventory? Still not happy. What's going on? Okay, we're gonna try that again. With a breakpoint this time. Because I want to see if I can get my inventory now, considering it's not null. Yeah, because it said this one was null. And let's try it again. It doesn't get into this. That is fair, because I don't have any... It still says inventory contents is null. Blub, blub, blub. Bum, ba, ba, do, 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 do. Ba, do, 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 do. Bum, bum. What? I am so confused. I am getting the stack from the player. I'm gonna get the content. Now I have a bunch of inventory content and a bunch of item stacks. So then, if it's not null, I dive into it, and we're getting into that now with the wool in my inventory. Then for every length inventory, I'm sending the message test, so I'm getting into this. 0, yes. I think that makes sense. Wait. Because I need to check if this is... So then if this, notice no, then we do that. I think I just couldn't check. Well, I think it needs to check per thingy, per slot, probably. Okay. There we go. Now we have a bunch of tests. Okay, how much is I? I is still 0. It's no longer sending the thing. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Hello, what is going on? And max out of bounds. Oh yeah, because now I made it. Oh, I changed this. Darn it. Didn't mean to change that, or I didn't mean to leave it like that. So of course that throws an index out of bounds. We'll get there. Slowly but steadily, we'll get there. All right. Cannot invoke get type because it's null. Because inventory after is null. Okay, but you didn't even give me a diamond. What is I? Oh, now you're just being mean. I guess we're doing that again. So these move up and you move up. And then if this after let's try that again. And also, I want to see the variables, please. There's a reason for a breakpoint. Nee, nu is er is niks. Nee. I think it just crashed too fast for the command to be registered. I am annoyed that my breakpoint isn't working though. That's okay. So now, oh, it wasn't working because it was null. Yeah, no, okay, never mind, it makes sense. So now if I run it again, I go into my breakpoint, we continue. You haven't given him a diamond, you now have 2 diamonds. Okay, what happens if we and then we no longer have this, and I now run it. Okay, now I don't want this breakpoint anymore. Your inventory was full, no diamonds have been given. Chat, we did it! That's it, that's all. Okay. I also... At the end I saw that there were error messages. I didn't see them before. Didn't ask, I don't know. It was so much, like, it was so much information, and, you know. Game does not like for loop though. Well, everything seems to work just fine. Yeah, see, no issues about lagging or anything. Cool. And then we have a diamond. Okay, now I'm happy. Yeah, with that we can just, you know, we can do whatever. Cause what does he do? He does the... He also does clear inventory, and he does... That one is interesting though. Player.getWorld.setStorm false. Let's try a new one. 15. Okay. So that is... where do we need to change anything? Here. Okay, and then over here it is if... event.getSlot is 15. Then we're gonna do stuff, okay? So over here... Now I want toggle weather material lightning rod. Yes, epic. We have that. Toggle weather meta, which is this one, and now we have get a diamond. Meta will be and then toggle weather. Oh wait, Oh no. Oh no. Toggle wither. Okay, so did I do that right? Toggle weather is a lightning rod. The meta is a new meta for toggle weather. Well, not new. We get it from. Apologies, chat. The item meta that we already had. Toggle weather set display name. Toggle weather set item meta. Toggle weather meta. Done. And then we set the item to that. Okay. So then in the listener world, no. World keyword is player.getWorld epic. So now I'm gonna do pworld dot. Do we have anything? If it is clear weather, we're gonna do pworld dot. How do you do that? You do set storm. You true? And else we do pworld set storm to false. Is that all? Let's try it. All right, back to server list and open it up. I did a wrong thing. Yeah. What did I do? Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. I wonder whether that worked with me clicking the 15 slot still. Kinda. Would have been a nice moment to try that. Welp. There we go. Hi. Hi, now we have both. Okay, that is pretty cool, isn't it? But then I'm guessing storm is just rain, and if you want rain plus thunder, you need to also I don't really want it to. I don't know. Let's leave it as it is. I could. Nah. P world dot set thundering to true. Oh. No. Set thundering duration. Int. This is probably ticks, so seconds, 5 seconds. Duration and ticks. Uh-oh. Yeah, my apologies. I should have done that. I always do that. I don't know why I didn't do that now. Yes, let's do that. I do think this is gonna be the last thing we do for today, though. Yeah, I wouldn't really know what else to start doing. Okay, and then we do time set day. Whether okay, so it was a thunderstorm because it got dark enough for that. It doesn't close. Huh? Why are we not doing that again? Hello? That does work. Wait, does it? Yeah, it does. Oh. That works. Okay, why can I no longer switch it to thunder? Is that a duration thing? If I uncomment this, a restart. What is this? What does it say? Set the thundering duration, that's all. Interesting. Okay. Time set day. And then I want to... Now it's just raining. Now it's no longer raining. Now it is raining again. Okay, so now it works. Now it toggles. Okay. It's getting really dark, so it's a thunderstorm. Still a thunderstorm. The duration thing doesn't really work. No, it's 20 ticks per second, and I set for 5 seconds. Okay, so what if instead I say set thundering to true. So that is how it's how the example worked. We should actually put this one here at the end. Yeah. All right. Dark enough. There we go.
It's only Joram just redeemed first.
Joram! Good job redeeming first. No, they don't. That is true. That is not working. Why does it no longer work? Why can I not toggle? It's clear weather. Okay, let's try to do this again. Clear, true. Clear, false. Let's try that again. Let's read something slowly. Thank you. And good morning. Oh, yeah. No, you're not gonna be happy with that. Of course not. There we go. Let's see if it works now. We are done. All right, give me. Clear true. Cool, thank you. Clear false. Epic. Thank you. Clear false. Why is clear false? Where is the rain? Hi. So excuse me. Excuse me. No, I'm confused. Why is... So, there we go. Why is clear false? Where do you get the idea that it's currently still raining / thundering? SMH wreaking havoc. How dare. Why is that not updated? Because I don't do set thunder intervals? Is it dry thundering? Is that a thing? Maybe. I guess we can try. Well, here the gray sheep is still alive. Okay. Now it's thundering. No, it's not. Weet je, ik kom zo. There we go. That was the issue. It was still thundering according to the game. Because I never said thundering false. Stop het. Nee, stop het. Ik kom zo. Epic! Alright. Fix that. Okay, chat. As you can hear, Doggo is done. So I will go downstairs with her. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We are in a break. Great. Neusje? Nee. Alright, we should be out of the break now. Yeah, so it's working. I'm happy. The issue was that it was still thundering according to the game, and that's why it wouldn't do it again, because my check for, hey, is it clear weather, came back as false, because it was still thundering. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Faye is very, I don't know. Whenever she is unhappy about something, she just drops onto the floor, like all stretched out. And then she looks like such a big doggo. She's not that big. She's like mid-sized, but when she just drops like this, she looks really big. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure that her needs are attended to. Thank yous for being here and for you know, body doubling, I guess, because that's what it is in a sense. We will continue with plugins next week, most likely. Yeah, we should be able to keep that going. Yeah. There's some new stuff coming up that apparently is going to start in like a week or two, I believe. But that's not on Thursday, so we should be good to go. Next stream is tomorrow evening. She started to recognize whenever I start like my rounding off talk. Where Steph and I will be playing Little Nightmares. Ik ben avondronde, sukkel. How am I supposed to focus when I have her just complaining in my ear? I don't know. I'm just gonna read you guys out. Stream Friday Little Nightmares. Sounds like roughly. Stop back. Nee. Nee. Who is live? Who is live? Let us go to... Stop! Let's go to Velocity. Yeah. Alright, chat. I would like to thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Neusje, ik kom eraan. And see you guys soon. Yeah, see ya. Bye. 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 Bye.